welcome back. Round two.
Yes. Thank y'all for having me.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Hall of Fame guest.
Yes.
Second round.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
That's right.
This is when the real questions come in.
Yeah, yeah.
You can start digging.
Well, I was
there.
thinking,
You've had time to investigate everything.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, with what you're doing with the farmers market, man, it just, I would imagine it never stops evolving, right? New vendors.
It's different.
Always. And so I was like, hey, it's been a year.
Yes,
surely some things have changed and gone on.
On the public side, it's like, similar, but there's definitely a lot of new vendors. There's a lot of difference. The layout's different.
Yep.
Food and everything.
Yeah. I'm just making sure that we're good.
I was
to go.
checking.
Yeah.
We're good.
Let's make sure that the glare.
I know. It's going to get worse. I know. If we can get a light right here,
yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Well, when we had you on last time, I had never been, and I think we've been out twice or three times last year.
I think I've seen you more than that.
Yeah, and man, I love it. It's great. I didn't realize that before I went, I would need to set a budget for the kids, and so they. Man, there's so much.
I mean, you're going to go above the budget, but you need
so easy to spend money.
You need a guideline.
Yes. So last time I gave them each $20, and and then I told them they could get something to eat. So that's what we did.
How did that go?
Good. It's kind of, a lot of it was just like, hey, I want to try this, and they take a bite or take a sip and be like, oh, nope, not for me. I'm like, well, okay, what do we do?
I was going to say, so you got plenty to eat. You got all the leftovers.
Oh man, yeah, good stuff. Oh yeah, it was fun times out there.
Yeah, we're kicking it off this year. We had Easter last weekend, and
is that a big weekend?
That was amazing. Yeah. Of course, the weather was a factor, but no rain at the market. We dodged a bullet and had a bunch of kids out. We do an Easter egg scramble. It's called, where they just run. We do that every Easter, and that was a lot of fun. And it's a good opening day. It's a reminder of why we're there. Just community, families. The vendors were really, really happy to get out there and start making a little money, getting active. You could tell a few of them were kind of like, first market of the year. It's like they kind of forgot how
much work it is.
Yeah.
So last year, would you say, was it successful? Was it better than what you expected?
To be honest with you, it was our best year ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just unequivocally just say that, as far as the number of vendors, the quality of vendors, the attendance, weather cooperation, and It just went really well. We had a good response from the community, and like I said, just tons of new food, tons of new vendors, and all kinds of unique things that happened out there that just made it a good year. We just had a lot of good feedback. It was a great year.
One of the vendors you mentioned last time was it was a food vendor, something donut. What is that person?
Demented Donuts.
And now I see them everywhere. They're like catering. And I saw them catering for like one of the bands in town at the Brookshire's Arena.
I saw that also.
Like,
they're
crazy.
They're big time, and so they're still going to be out there every Saturday. Yeah. That's one of their things, is they're mention that we kind of started there. We're going to keep coming out, and that's good. That's good to hear, and not every weekend is their best weekend, depending on food and weather and so forth. But when they come out, they get found there. Everybody knows they can find them. So these gigs that a lot of these other vendors are booking, or stores that they get their products in, they know to go out to the market and find them there. It's a little more personal to go out there and talk to them and say, well, and the soap out at Ivy's too, I get a lot.
Are we doing well with the sales?
I get a lot of good feedback on that.
All I can tell you is that I've become a true believer.
True believer, yes.
Yeah.
And you've been able to sample the different products. What's your go-to now?
Well, to be honest, I keep it on the pretty, I don't know what you would say, kind of conservative side, I guess you'd say.
You're a one soap man.
Well, no, I mix it up, but you take like Outlaw, which has got a nice, nice scent to it.
Sandalwood.
I've tried like the darker colors. I haven't got into the real sparkly ones because I'm kind of afraid that like it's going to leave a you know, like
you don't want to sparkle.
I'm kind of afraid that I'm going to sparkle a little bit. But I will say this: you have a wide range of product.
From one spectrum to the other, you
yes.
know, and they're all great for your skin. You know, all basically the same formula. But like I said, you add some some charcoal or some exfoliants in there, and sometimes we do what's called quote super fatting, where at the last minute after it's already kind of mixed up, we'll say you add a little extra olive oil, so that comes out in the finished product a little more moisturizing.
I'm just
y'all look great, by the way. Everybody's losing weight. I mean, you have more hair.
That's right.
I'm just wondering if
I'm waiting for that to kick in on me, but it seems to be working great.
Well, I'm just wondering, sometimes these brands will get like a cult following, and they kind of make their own spin on things. So have you tried to mix two of the flavors to make your own flavor, maybe?
Scent.
No flavor. No flavor. Not edible. They probably are edible.
It will make you less sick than commercial soap.
Okay.
But do not eat it. It's definitely.
Yeah. Well, so at the end of every bar's run, it turns into the little withered thing.
Yeah.
And
my soap holder, your soap holder, can only hold one bar. Yeah. So I end up just kind of smacking them together. Pressing them together.
We call those soap slithers.
Okay, slithers. Yeah.
So
withered is not the best marketing term soap for that little piece.
Well, I think that maybe that you experiment when it gets to the end, save it. It gets to the end of the next one. Let's do a little mashup.
Yeah.
There you go.
I will say this though. I've been really impressed. I think at the sales numbers that have come in. Okay. A lot of it is our own folks, which is great, because they see it all the time. We end up talking about it all the time.
They have to see it all day long.
It's not that. It's that we end up talking about it, and we end up saying like, "Oh, yeah, I've tried that one, and I've tried that one, I've tried that one." And,
I've mentioned that to people. It's not like the biggest money maker for Ivy's, I'm sure, but it's the conversations, and then they come in for soap, and they buy something else that may not smell as great.
It is a great gift, though. We're not in gift season, but
it is.
Think about that.
Gift.
Think about Father's Day coming up, birthdays.
Sure.
Oh yeah,
great gift.
It is. And that's right. Father's Day. You could come in and buy a tool and then buy some soap.
There you go.
Why not?
One stop.
Buy some soap and then buy a tool.
That's right.
Yes.
I was in. We were doing a little video with some of the guys outside that work in the hallway, and one of them was standing next to me because we're talking about something, or I'm showing him something, and he goes, "I like your cologne."
Oh yeah.
And I said, "That's not cologne, my friend.
That's man-made.
That's man-made soap."
That's good. I didn't mean to steal your thunder. That would have been my answer.
I was talking about that to some people the other day. I happened to be in Dillard's. I stop in there every once in a while just to go to their big and tall section.
Okay.
And there were people at the cologne counter with samples.
Big and tall cologne.
And I'm like, I haven't bought or worn cologne in decades. Like, this is not something I do.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was still a thing, but apparently it's still like a big deal.
You'll know when you walk by someone who's wearing cologne.
Back in high school and college, it was a big deal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would even get the knockoff cologne that would like stain your shirt well.
Yeah. Use it on you. Use it on your car.
Yeah.
So look, we're talking here.
Yes.
Okay, we're just brainstorming. Is there room for a man-made cologne? Is there a
body spray?
I have looked at the body sprays and all that, and actually have a few that are kind of mixed up that I've used around the house for different things, And I have a husky at home, so every now and then he'll get a little spritz, or something. But there's actually there's a lot of that out there.
Right.
There's a lot of people that do. I'm a big believer in just kind of less is better. You don't want to put too much on your skin, and even though the fragrances are natural and usually vegan and so forth, you just don't want that much sticking to you all the time.
Yeah.
And in order to put it in the spray bottle, you got to it's marketing and of course labeling and all that, and haven't done it yet. It's not a bad idea.
Well, Leighton is.
I've got deodorant out there now.
You do have a deodorant
works really
out
great.
there.
Yeah. It actually is natural. It's a magnesium base versus aluminum, and it's it works amazing. It actually kind of if you go with like a chemical made deodorant antiperspirant in the store, you literally have to lather up like 3 times to get it off before you can even start your regular shower or bath. And this just actually will wash right off. I mean, it stays on there, but it washes right off. So it's like I said, it's magnesium based, which is actually good for you versus the other end of the spectrum, which is bad for you. And it works really well. The scent stays all day, and you can of course reapply if you need to, but it 12, 18 hours easily. And it has some minor antiperspirant qualities too that are natural based. It's like arrowroot powder and things like that.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
It works really well. Yeah.
Do you carry that?
I haven't seen it.
We'll chat.
Maybe I can get a little sampler just to try this thing out, see how we're doing.
We'll get you out. You need to try some out at the market.
Yeah. I have recently
big and tall deodorant.
That's right. Now that's an idea. Recently
for real men, but everybody's going to use it.
That's right.
I'm a real man.
That's right. It's pH balanced for a big and tall man.
There you go.
I've moved off of aluminum deodorant recently. And,
good, yeah.
I don't really even know why, but it feels like I'm making a better choice.
I feel like I can tell a difference. I'll be honest with you. We're not that I'm just a health nut or anything, but I mean, I still eat a hamburger, pizza, and things like that occasionally. You have to when you exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't let everybody see me do it, but it happens. Sure. And I figure we're getting a ton of that in our food and just contact with everything. And so if you can lessen that, shall we say, chemical burden on your body, then your body has a chance to heal itself better. Your liver, your kidney, all that's running cleaner. The fewer chemicals we know we're putting on, the better chance we have of kind of, in my opinion, working, fighting off the stuff that we don't know we're getting.
Mm-hmm. This episode is sponsored by Clint Davis Counseling, helping people make lasting internal change for external growth and success. They provide professional counseling, education, and resources to the community of Shreveport, Bossier City. They have 3 locations, one in Shreveport, one in Bossier, and one in Benton. So go to ClintDavisCounseling.com or give them a call, 318-562-6903.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Has your soap been through any testing, controlled groups?
It's we get a lot of personal feedback. We get a lot of customer feedback, and you mentioned the fragrances before too. Like the mashups or whatever. Mm-hmm. A lot of the scents that I sell or make now started that way. Even though I have quite a bit of soap at home, I'm also the biggest tightwad when it comes to like, that's a full size bar, I don't want to use this, so I'm using the little pieces, the little shavings, and I just kind of mash them together. And so a lot of the fragrances come from me kind of joining those together and going, that's not bad. I would have never thought raspberry and I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oak or sandalwood would go together,
Okay, what's your go-to now that I've been exposed to the product for a little bit? What's your go-to?
We actually have a new one out. It's like we planned this, but we didn't. But I would have said Winchester because it's kind of
Winchester.
Tobacco. Yeah. It smells pretty rugged.
A real man like me.
Manly. Yeah.
A new one is called Fire and Whiskey.
Fire and Whiskey.
Yeah. Hold on, I have to say it right. Fire and Whiskey.
Yeah.
Right into the mic. And no, it's a good one. It's just
we need Clint Eastwood.
We need the smoke. The smoke a cigar and then fire and whiskey. No, but it's a really good one, and obviously it kind of has a whiskey scent, or it's hard to describe. It's kind of sweet and bourbon like, so to speak. But it's been a really good one. I haven't even really. It's not even on the website yet, but we've been, because I keep selling out in person
to the market.
And I can't. But I finally sat down about a month ago and just made nothing but that. So we got a good bit around the house now.
Yeah. That's exciting.
I'm ready for that one. In the soap world, that's exciting.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So what the market do you what vendors do you think, you shouted out a bunch of vendors last time. Do you have any that are just like really you're just excited about what they're doing, or they're new to the market?
We've got some that's a good question.
Any innovating vendors? Because I did last time, all the ones you suggested last time, I did try out the Rooster. Was it Rooster Salsa?
Rooster Salsa, yeah, and he'll be back.
Great
we've
stuff,
got
really good stuff.
2 or 3 other salsa people. We got hot hitters salsa out there now, really good, and he's just trying to. He's got a really good hot salsa that's wonderful. And let's see, we've got we're going to have some hot peppers coming out, so you can actually buy a basket of peppers and take them home with you.
I like the we were there.
Ruin your day.
I like the strawberry people.
Yeah. So
awesome.
they're from out of town.
Yeah,
I think maybe Texarkana. They just kind of pop in when the strawberries are in season. We're hoping to see them out, and you never know. You never know if it's a farmer or a grower like that's got fruits and vegetables. I mean, they just need to apply. We're going to find them a home. We need all that we can get, and being at the market weekly is a reason for them to grow that much more next season or later in the season, come back in the fall. And we should have a really good turnout for the next couple of weekends as the spring, the berries, like I said, strawberries, blueberries. And
we also checked out the sourdough lady.
Well, I think we have more than one. Which sourdough
the one that is from England.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
Brit Bakehouse was their original name, and now it's Mr. Grilled Cheese, and so it's kind of a combo business.
We tried
the husband
cheese.
doing the grilled cheese, and
I did. I got to eat a whole grilled cheese because my son got it and didn't like it. And
nice.
So, he's a picky eater, so I ate it.
That worked out. That worked out good for you.
Worked out good, and then my daughter was able to try her British accent and fooled the lady. She goes, "Are you from England?"
Oh yeah,
and she goes, "No."
That's funny. If you're around her a little while, you kind of catch yourself doing your own British accent. Probably kind of like she does our accent. If she's around us a while. Yeah. But no, it's authentic. She actually. Bakes and they don't do anything that's not like kind of old school from that world, so to speak. Yeah. And thing with sourdough is it's not just sour. I mean that the dough itself is the fermentation. That's what makes it rise. Sure. So it doesn't have the yeast in it. Real sourdough really won't have any yeast, but of course. Store-bought has every chemical and a little of this and some, and it's just a flavoring essentially. Yeah. So
some Roundup thrown in there for good measure.
Exactly.
We brought a
GMO
loaf,
stuff.
We took a loaf home of the some kind of like olive oil sourdough with some herb or something on it, maybe garlic, and had it with some steak. It was nice.
Was it kind of a flatter?
I can't remember. Yeah, maybe so.
Is it
Yeah, well,
it was delicious. It was wonderful.
Don't say anything that might, cause us to get flagged here. Yeah, we did have one episode get flagged.
Because of focaccia bread?
That's thank you. You could have jumped in earlier when I was butchering that word.
Let's see. I'm trying to think what my kids always have to stop by the dried candy place. The
freeze dried candy, specialty treats. Yeah, they're wonderful, and they're actually gonna. They've got a store that they're going to be opening up very soon. Sweet. They're still working on it. Yeah, big commercial kitchen and all that, and that's where they're doing all their freeze dried now. You do see freeze dried candy out there, and it's kind of like, well, this is suspiciously what I would see if I was in the store, But theirs is definitely, they're doing it all. It's and you got to think, kind of like the soap. You've got to think weeks ahead of time because you can't speed a 36-hour freeze dried process. You have to plan it ahead of time. And, they're wonderful. They're definitely out every Saturday, and like I said, expanding their operation to a storefront. And you mentioned Demented Desserts. Like I said, they're setting up at other places. We got Johnny Tamale.
I mean,
we'll be back.
The food options are just like
La Cubanita will be out every Saturday. And did you get a chance to get some of the Cuban food?
I don't think so.
I don't think there's a finer cup of coffee in the world right now.
Okay.
Yeah, they do it old school, and I've kind of watched them, and I don't want to give away the process, but if you look, you can look it up online too.
Yeah.
They don't take a shortcut. It's a metal percolator, and I'm like, just make the coffee and make a whole bunch of it, and they're like, no, one cup at a time.
It's kind of like Gale from Breaking Bad. Remember he makes the coffee?
Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember that. But it was through all the beakers, and that was the perfect cup of coffee. I remember that.
So that's
But no, it's a sugar process, like a brown sugar, and that's in like a metal cup, and they pour a little hot coffee in there, and then they just whisk it. So it makes a paste kind of with the sugar, and it just whips it or creams it, so to speak.
Okay.
And then they pour the rest of the coffee in there and serve it, and it's wonderful. Don't ask them to change anything.
Okay.
Oh, less sugar. No, get
how they do it.
I want it like it is. Yeah,
I got to try this.
it really is good. And then they have
Yeah.
obviously cold coffee.
Yeah.
And
They're like the soup Nazi from Seinfeld, but they're the coffee Nazi. Don't ask to change it.
That's what flagged the episode, by the way.
Coffee.
So
What?
yeah, that's what flagged the episode. By the way.
I was saying that word.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh.
it's the focaccia.
The soup focaccia.
I did say
Yes.
that. Yeah. That is so funny.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Ivy's Building Materials with 3 locations in Halton, Blanchard, and Mansfield. We are your locally owned home center. We have hardware, building materials, anything you need to build a house, to fix a toilet, to paint a room. Come see us at Ivy's Building Materials and see the service that we are known for. IvyLumber.com. Yeah.
Wow.
You can't even be a Seinfeld fan nowadays.
No, can't be a Seinfeld fan.
Everyone is very sensitive. You know?
You couldn't make Seinfeld or The Office. It could not be made these days.
Yeah.
No.
Man, that Cuban coffee sounds amazing.
It does sound good.
I want to build like a commercial building, and I want to just have all these people come in and just and have stores.
Well,
just
they in big cities they do have places like
like a big open market.
It's like
what he's doing.
In all other big cities except Shreveport, Bossier, all other big cities. Every place I've ever visited has that exact business. Big covered area open and then an outdoor area, and like I said, all of them.
Just go for lunch every day. Just go for lunch and get something different.
Or food truck lots and stuff like that. And there is there's permitting and obviously planning and stuff forth, but it's tough to get something like that off the ground. And if we were just a little bigger city, and it comes down to like just who's coming. Everybody wants to be there for that special truck or that, and
and the money it would take to do that as an investor or entrepreneur, I wouldn't really want people in the food industry as my hope to get a return on my investment.
I was going to say there's not a big ROI.
Exactly.
Anything restaurant related, much less a speculative lot like that.
Go ahead. Who was saying something? One of the vendors made crochet. They crocheted pet toys. So we have some little cat mouse, little crocheted mice around the house. Wow, my cat loves them.
I was going to say, does your cat love them or hate them, whatever the cat is feeling?
Honestly, the cat doesn't even play with them. We just, it's just just the idea.
We bought something for the cat.
An artisanal.
It's for show. That's funny. Now, if you took it away, though, the cat would want it.
Yes.
If you played with it, then the cat would want to play with it.
Probably so,
Like I said, I have a husky at home, and he's the same way. When I'm just sitting there relaxing, he would jump right up and be like, hey, I could really use some attention now. But if he's laying next to me and he just lays there and I put my hand on him, he's like, ugh, and he just gets down. He's like, why are you touching me?
Yeah. I had a similar experience to that.
Yeah.
I don't have a dog.
With your dog.
I was going to say, it's kind of like a husband and wife relationship.
I think that's where we're getting at.
I want the attention. Now I don't want it. Now that you're giving it to me, I don't want it. Yeah.
That's too funny. Well, you won't get in trouble for saying that because she doesn't listen to this.
That's
show.
right.
So
We're fine.
We're good.
We're totally fine.
We could just have marriage counseling here, and she would never know.
Would never know.
That's a perfect example of what we're talking about.
Too funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, any other new vendors you're excited about?
Let's see here. We do have, we should have some funnel cake out there. We're definitely going to have our usual, I don't want to say slew, but we do support a lot of the local artists. You mentioned like the crochet. We're going to have some other stuff out there. We've got a blind date with a book. Okay. And there's one or two else out there, but she was the OG here in town. And
blind date with a book. What is that?
It's no, but once you see it,
okay.
She gets 20 or 30 people at her booth, and they're just rabid. She wraps up a mystery book in let's just say brown paper, colored paper, so you don't know what the book is. It'll have a little description on it, like it's a mystery, yada, 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 or sci-fi or romance. And then she's going to have, she sells basically book accessories with it. So you get all this other stuff. I mean, it's a book, but it's packaged up. They make great gifts. And like I said, but it's a mystery book. So it's blind date with a book. You really don't know what book you're going to get. And people just love it. Mm-hmm. That mystery. We do mystery bags at the Man-Made Soap booth too. And they don't know what's in it. Let me get a mystery bag. Like they have to know. They need to know what's in there, and of course those make great gifts because they're presented nice and packaged up. But
that's pretty cool.
If you want to give each of your kids $20, that's
that sounds like something my oldest would get. Yeah. Right now he's reading an anatomy textbook. So whatever.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
How old is he?
17. He's supposed to be a doctor now, so that's what he does.
Well, the plumbing van really scared him straight.
Hey, that does the mystery thing. We one time we went to Savannah, Georgia, and we were sitting at dinner, and there was a lady next to us, and she said that she was there by herself, but she had paid a company to, like, you fill out this questionnaire and your budget, and you give them the money, and they plan the trip for you, and you open the envelope at the airport. I didn't even know. She's like, I didn't even know I would be here at dinner tonight. Like, I got to the airport at 6.
That's they told me. We had two vendors did that last year, and I was like, well, explain that to me. And they're like, well, we don't know where we're going. We just know it's in somewhere Europe or somewhere.
They'll tell you what kind of clothes to pack for.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, you're going to need, do I need a jacket?
And it ended up being much cheaper than if they booked it themselves. They said it was the coolest experience. I don't know.
They book your restaurants, I don't know if activities, everything.
Yeah. I don't know if I could put that much trust.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. I don't want to say
I would like to be the one planning it. That sounds fun.
Oh yeah, for other people.
Else. Yeah. I would have to go do research.
There you go. So, traveling. It's gonna be rough. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go to at least 4 restaurants before I pick the one I'm gonna.
So the mystery book.
Yeah, blind date with a book. Let's see.
She's buying a book.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then she's wrapping it, and she's charging more money.
Sure, yeah,
because of the.
But her books are anywhere from like $15 to $35, depending on the book. And obviously, if you saw the bundle, you'd be like, that's all you're charging. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, she has 20 or 25 little items in there, and from pens to bookmarks to Tylenol, just anything that you would. Well, you kind of picture yourself reading a book. You're at home by yourself, and so it's got personal care, nail files and stuff. I mean, it's got all these little personal items in there. It's a really cool idea, and she really puts it together well. And
maybe they need a man-made soap bomb or something, bath bomb.
That's true. There's
bath bomb.
There's not just the soap, but there's a lot of vendors that cooperate and partner up.
Yeah,
so
cool.
Always Miss Bee Haven, our honey folks, they use their honey in the barbecue sauce for Grady's Smokehouse.
Oh yeah, that's good too. They did give me one of those sandwiches.
Barbecue sandwiches, and of course they got the fruit smoothies. They've got the mac and cheese, the chicken and dumplings.
But they don't have a brick and mortar. It's their.
No.
They might do catering.
This is their brick and mortar.
Do they do catering maybe?
Grady's does do a little bit of catering.
I thought they told me that.
I've seen them do some private events.
Oh yeah, the mac and cheese. Oh man,
it's good. There is. I mean, it's 3 different cheeses, and it's none of that like packaged stuff. There's no powders in there. It's all cheese. It's.
Josh has already been talking about food this morning. So
this is torture right now.
Podcasting makes him hungry.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. The blind date with the book was interesting because I didn't understand it, and at first I thought that this was some kind of dating service.
That's what I was thinking too.
And that's why people come up to the booth. They're like, "What's going on over here?" You know, I'm interested in a blind date, and they're like, "Oh, books. Well, okay. Well, tell me about the books." You know, and it's just great because it's the idea, you know, but at the same time, it's just husband and wife. You know, they're just there hanging out and. Really good personality, and you can tell that like she cares, and he's clowning around the whole time, you know, and she's like, get to work. But
well, I'd imagine, you know, seeing the same people, and then just being what you're putting on and wanting it to be a fun environment. Attitudes are a big deal, right? And
it is, yeah. You got to come out there with the attitude of, you know, this is my storefront, so I'm here, you know, 4 or 5 hours, you know, selling to the public. We had a big vendor meeting at the start of the year, and that was something we talked about. Like use that time wisely, you know. Don't be on the phone, or, you know, obviously you got to do some social media and so forth, but get it done, get off the phone, and you know, stand up if you can, you know, and look at your customers. And because if I'm coming up to a booth and, you know, they're just, you know, staring at their phone, I'm probably going to just keep on walking, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And things like that. So we do have, there aren't guidelines specifically, but we do feel like just because we just have a good group of people.
Yeah.
You know, they're really good at what they do. And they perfect those recipes and crafts and ideas at the market. A lot of them have been with us for 10 years. This will be our 11th year.
Yeah,
and we were a #1 farmers market in Louisiana again last year.
Nice.
So,
I
mentioned that earlier.
one of the big booths is literally like you're walking down the produce aisle at Brookshire's. I mean, they have so many vegetables and just ginormous.
Crawford Farms, probably.
Ginormous
Just
vegetables.
great. Yeah.
And it's funny because we gave the kids $20 and told them they could buy a snack, and Zeke wanted to spend his on like bell peppers. They're like, hey buddy, he's 7 years old, but he loves raw onions and bell peppers.
Maybe an apple or something.
No, he's like, I want those.
Some strawberries.
I'm like, hey, we'll buy those. We'll buy those for you.
Yeah.
Now, does Crawford Farms have a store maybe on
They have a place in Benton Road, yeah. So they've got their own.
I sold them that lot, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Years ago.
Interesting, yeah. And it's a cool lot because the train tracks are there, and it fits this little pie shape.
They're what, in East Texas, I think?
They're about East Texas, yeah. They've been coming to markets in this area for, 20 plus years easy, you know. And they're kind of a staple. We've got Wells Produce, we've got Whiskey Creek Farms, and we've got 2 or 3 other farmers that'll be coming out as their produce is ready. That maybe they'll pop in. I think we've got literally 4 or 5 more that should be joining us, and they'll kind of try it out and see how it goes. And obviously, we hope they'll continue to set up every week. But a lot of cool stuff.
Any other? The blind date with the book. That's a cool concept. Any other unique concepts or any? This episode is sponsored by Plumber for Hire, locally owned plumbing company specializing in residential and commercial plumbing. They've recently expanded into new construction plumbing, and also they're very proud of starting their HVAC division. So when the temperature gets hot, if you need any servicing or work done on your heating and cooling system, make sure to call Plumber for Hire. There's no job too big or too small for them. You'll see their vans driving around town. Give them a wave. They really pride themselves in getting to every job within a day of the call coming in. So get in touch with them, 318-709-9090, or visit their website, plumberforhiresbc.com, or you can find them on social media.
I don't know about unique, but I have to mention baked goods, which it's a lot of pies, a lot of cookies, a lot of bread, sourdough or sweet bread and stuff like that, and We've got some new jams and jellies. We've got, like I said, new salsa folks coming out. Good variety of like Asian vegetables and plants and seeds and start your own garden type stuff. And crochet is another one. We do have some artists coming out periodically that'll be like doing we'll spray paint art. Got Adam's Art Studio, and Adam is at the market also weekly, but helping me. He's kind of the operations manager,
Gotcha.
but he's in the last year he is really. I mean, he's doing spray paint art, and it is just it is fascinating. These landscapes he does, and every now and then he'll throw a little Batman symbol in there or something, or Star Wars, but it's waterfalls and trees and stuff. And he creates all that in about 5 minutes out there, and just sells these prints for
cool.
$10, $15. I mean, each one is unique, and it's
Josh,
there's
you live out in the country.
That's correct.
Yes, we've got a lot of land. Have you taken a try at gardening?
My
your free
sister-in-law,
time.
my sister-in-law,
Sister-in-law does
she
it.
works one, and then my parents have tried one.
Okay,
I personally, I don't think my thumb has any green on it.
gotcha. Okay.
So I will, I don't know, man. I've just never been somebody who's really thought a lot about that.
The idea sounds great.
It does sound great. You're like, hey, I'm going to walk out here and have my own whatever, but it's just a lot of work.
I probably Googled it before.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, what's the easiest thing I can grow?
I don't have the land. But
Weeds.
I do have a raised flower bed, or excuse me, vegetable garden. It's now a flower bed, if weeds are flowers. That I mean, it's up off the ground. I mean, I got 4x4 posts, and I mean, it's just solid. It's 3 by 3 foot off the ground where it's level, so I can work it. And the only problem is I didn't make it deep enough. So I was planting tomatoes. And you would think that, I mean, how deep do the roots go? They go very, very deep. Yes, and so I didn't make it deep enough, but the construction on that planter is amazing. Now the stuff I grow in it is not that great, but I'll leave it to the experts.
Well, that's right. I mean, you got to have so much respect for people who are growing this stuff and bringing this stuff to a market and selling it, and the time and energy and just. Holy cow, man, it takes a lot of work. And in
South Bossier, there's not a lot of, we're just going to say like trees and things for nature to go. So as soon as I get one tiny little red tomato, every bird for 500 miles just swarms and destroys it. I would like all the critters come to get a taste.
I would like to grow herbs to cook with,
Oh yeah,
some rosemary.
Yeah, some rosemary,
some basil.
If you get that rosemary rooted, you can plant it in your yard. I mean, it'll come back every year. It's pretty durable. As long as it gets some sunshine. Basil's good. Yeah.
You know what? I think I may try that.
Yeah. Well, so they make a kit. I got it for Laurie one year, and it's like you leave it in your kitchen in the windowsill, and you drop a pot in. And it'll drip it with water, and it'll grow. And we couldn't even do that. So it lasted 2 weeks.
Everybody was, I'm going to water. Everybody was watering it.
You don't even have to water it. I think that you just have to fill up the container once a week, and it drips it for you.
Yeah.
And we didn't even do that.
I think I can ask you this. You may know this. From the outside in, it almost looks like you have to be a little insane to do something like that, right? Like a little.
A lot of the folks, I think, their parents did it or their family did it, and as far as gardening and just or running a major farm, and there's some things that are seasonal like watermelons and sweet potatoes and things like that, and yes, it's hard work. It's hard work. But you're in charge of your own destiny to some extent. Right. Obviously, weather and having a place to sell and things like that, but at least you're not, quote, working for the man,
Well, you go to Brookshire's and you buy, some squash. You don't really think about the work that went into it.
You don't,
right?
At all.
You go to a farmer's market, and the people that literally worked it are sitting there selling it.
Yes.
And you're paying $5 for it. And you're like, man, for the work that went into this, you should be charging a lot more. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
Well, we talked about it. Just a simple, garden at the house, or just a raised bed. I mean, it was like $400 in materials, and you're out there every day. And, weeds and insects and things like that. You don't want to spray and all that, so you're constantly just doing all that by hand. And then, like you said, just to get a few squash or
you see them on the side of the road selling like watermelons, and it's like, it's like, man, you sell all the watermelons in the back of your truck, you're going to make like $100 today, and it is 100 degrees out here,
and you have to harvest those at a certain time. You can't, it can't like have rain that day or things like that. You have to. It's a timing thing. Obviously, planting is the same way. You wouldn't have wanted to plant. You would have had to plant it like 3 weeks ago, and then it was cold, and then it's hot, and then it's cold, and then it's like, oh, I've got a good week here. Oh, Saturday looks like it's going to be a downpour. Do I take a chance and have all my seeds just walk? It's a process, and all the equipment and gas to run, tractors and people.
so that's a no.
I'm not doing
a no
all
for
that
you.
work.
A no for you for gardening.
I just don't. At this point, I don't see it.
Do we keep the flower beds? We just keep them simple and groomed, or
when we had them put in the first time, we just said we don't want to have to do anything.
Yes,
like nothing.
Yes.
And that's what
bushes and some wood chips.
It's just rock.
That's what we have.
It's just concrete.
It's just rocks.
That's what we
all sidewalk. It's just paved. That's right. But
God bless them.
Visiting California is like that because of the water situation.
Yes.
I mean, everything grows there. It's great, but it all has to be irrigated because there's not a lot of rain, but also the weather is so mild that you don't need as much rain, but you need some water, and all of the all the houses, suburbs and all that. I mean, it's concrete and rock.
Yeah, Vegas the same way.
Yeah, I mean, they'll have some cactus and things that are tolerant of that kind of dry weather. But yes, same with Vegas. It's nothing kind of grows there. It's different here. I mean, you can grow on cement out here.
Yes.
Well, we got anything else cooking? I mean, is there any other type of event coming up beyond the regular?
Let's talk about your events because, you do have May the 4th. This episode is sponsored by Priority Roofing, locally owned, family-ran business specializing in residential and commercial roofing, repairs, replacements. No job is too small. They've helped thousands of homeowners in the Shreveport-Bossier area over the past several years. Call the office, 318-202-2123, or visit their website, PriorityRoofingLLC.com.
May 4th, we will have a Cinco de Mayo, tacos and lightsabers. May the 4th. I mean, it literally is. I mean, I can just stop there. May the 4th, come out. It's tacos and lightsabers. It's the Bossier Night Market.
Wow.
And it started as just kind of a Cinco de Mayo thing, and it was like, we're pretty close to Star Wars Day. Why don't we combo these together? And I do have some great drone footage. I need to do better on posting it, but just everybody out there with their lightsabers,
And I know you do a big one around Christmas, right?
Yeah, so the night market we have a Mardi Gras night market, and then we have the Cinco de Mayo, May the 4th, and 2nd. And then we do again in September, kind of a freedom theme. It was kind of, September 11th, but now it's usually the first or second weekend in September, and then we do December. So obviously a Christmas night market. I don't want to say too much. I might have something. I might have something else planned. Maybe a different location. In addition to we're not.
Because you're like causing traffic jams on the interstate with these events.
That's somebody else's problem.
Between you and Seven Brew across the street.
Oh yeah.
That's what we got Carlotta on. What is it? Like Seven Brew.
Bubba Root. Just the turnaround there. It's crazy. Yeah. But Seventh Brew, poor Starbucks was closed for a couple of weeks, right about that same time. So now everyone's like, well, I guess I'll go here, and that's where they have kept going. So
there you go.
Snooze, you lose.
Yeah. Do you move anything inside? I know you kind of go up to that back door, and that's where
we moved our Easter egg scramble indoors just because the grass was wet. And we don't have a quote backup plan for the market. There's just no way we could fit 5 acres of vendors indoors, and the logistics of, the vehicles and wagons and carts and all that. It's not something we can do at the last minute, but maybe something down the road, depending on the evolution of Pierre Bossier Mall. Yeah. You never know. So, always looking for the next thing, or, definitely open to ideas or chatting with somebody, or, locations, or like I said, doing another market. We've got a vendor network that is, I mean, it's 12,000 emails strong.
Wow.
So some of those may be duplicate emails, but as they change business names. But I mean, it's there's 12,000 emails over the last 11 years of just vendors. We get almost 1,000 applications for every night market. 600 to 800 for sure, and we have the Makers Fair we do at the Boardwalk, and it's 500 or 600 applications, and it's it's been really good. It's been really good. No complaints, just all good things. It's the only thing I can say is it's tough because we just can't get everybody in. It's already the largest one-day outdoor vendor event in the whole country. The night market is, and so. We want the vendors to make money. We don't want too big a crowd. We want people to be able to walk around. So we just kind of hold it where it's at. So
And when is that?
That's the night market.
Oh, that's
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Yeah.
Oh, that is that one. Okay, yeah. At the Boardwalk.
No, that's at Pure Bossier Mall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Makers Fair we do twice a year at the Boardwalk, and we do March and October.
Yeah,
and the reason I said March and October is because I can't remember the October date right now.
Look, just from someone who went and took their family, just go. It's great.
Every Saturday, Pure Bossier Mall, 9 to 1. Bossier City Farmers Market. It's great, and it really is a wonderful community event. Even if you don't go out there with a lot of money or whatever, it's just walking around. I mean, the people walking around, just smiling, and of course we're pet friendly, so you can bring. So that means husbands are welcome.
Yes.
and dogs. I mean, I guess you could bring your dog, but you bring your kids and your husbands. But we do have some wood crafters and some guys doing some. Going to be coming in with like some custom knives and things like that. So we do have some stuff for the guys. Some fishing lures and things like that.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Let's see. What was I going to say? My mind just went blank. All right, let's wrap it up.
You're probably hungry.
Mine stays that way. Do we have time? I did bring a few gifts for you.
Yes.
What
hey,
do you
look
have
at
in the
this,
back?
dude. This is like the third guest in a row bringing us
this trend is really. I like it. I like it.
Well, I want to be different. I don't have to give it to you. I mean, I can. I also don't want to.
I might sell it on eBay.
A real crinkly.
We have here. Oh,
yes. Here we go.
Look at this. Look at this.
We'll leave them flat until you read the labels. Make sure we don't get flagged for anything. So
yes. All right.
Okay. So in front of us,
what we have,
dear listener.
Yeah. Y'all can hold these. You can. They're yours. So you're
okay.
Yeah. Some of these might.
Which ones do you want? I'll let you take your pick.
I'll just go and fight.
Okay. So we have a coconut cream.
Yeah.
What is
This one's really topical right now since we're going to the moon.
We're going to the moon.
Uranus soap. Or Uranus soap. It depends.
And for the listener, we have 4 select choices of man-made soap that he's brought for us.
Yeah.
The flavors.
I'm trying to read.
I don't know what y'all are doing.
You tell us what the flavors are. So this one looks like it. This one looks like
no flavors. They're all scents, ladies.
Sorry,
just for your protection, listeners.
Tea tree, peppermint, and hemp oil.
Yeah, that's the zombie soap, and that will actually, if you're bit by a zombie, this will bounce. This will cure the zombie virus.
Yes, I like it.
I do like that.
Yeah, it's eucalyptus, peppermint.
Simple.
Yeah.
I like
tea
it.
tree, and then
these nuts.
These nuts is,
cream.
As soon as you see the word "these nuts," you just think coconut, right?
Yes.
I mean, and there's 2 coconuts on the front to remind you this is about coconuts.
Yes.
Let me get a smell of.
Go ahead,
coconut.
There's some great reading material on the front of a lot of these too.
You know what? I do like this.
You like the coconut?
I do like that one.
It reminds me of suntan lotion.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
That's right. A little bit.
Yeah, I do like that.
You like that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can have that one.
How about this?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Next up.
My short order.
You want to work through this one?
Careful, it gets a little tricky there at the end.
Smells good. Yeah, we'll just leave. Yeah, this will be Just look for the blue and green.
Swamp. It's swamp something. So
swamp. It's a sweetener.
yeah.
See, look, you can't say I can't say flavors. Everything's like has to do with taste.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's not the scent.
Okay.
Gonna have to.
So we don't have a hit of that. Let's see where we're at here.
Yes, that'll help your sweat. And,
It's just clean. It's a good clean
In
scent.
case you can't tell, they cannot read they cannot say a lot of the things on the label.
Yes, we can't.
There's some innuendo, but some of it is very clear. So you don't want to.
Man, you take your pick out of these two. I think I would enjoy both of those. So,
and that last one is kind of just a fresh scent. It's evergreen, kind of a spruce, cranberry.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah, I do too.
And once you get the soap home, you take the label off of it. It doesn't know how it was labeled. It's not a sentient thing. It just comes down to the smell. The ingredients, the exfoliant.
Well, your marketing is great.
I'm big on this one. I really like
that one. Okay.
Yeah. Now you got to pick what's next.
I brought some shockers with me today. I wanted y'all to. I wanted to test your.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll have to report back next season when you come back on.
That'd be great.
To give us another update on what you have going on.
You still got to come to the market, though. Those kids need their bell peppers.
Yes.
That's right. And we've got seeds because you're gonna plant that garden.
I'm gonna start this year. I got to get up there. I got to get there. It's the drive for me. But Layden has told me repeatedly. Yes. He's like, hey man, I'm at the market. Check this out.
It's tough if Saturday and Sunday are like your only days off. You might have church or whatever Sunday. But I mean, I get it. I mean, it's tough to come out there every Saturday. We do have a lot of people that I mean, they just come out every Saturday. They just walk around and hang out and get a little food and take something home and then kind of see what's new. It is different every week. It's hard to quantify that. Same size. We got anywhere from 70 to 90 vendors. It should be almost close to 100 this Saturday.
And you are looking for more vendors if there are vendors.
If it's something unique, I mean, obviously apply on the website, BossierCityFarmersMarket.com, and you can Google it. It'll be the first hit that comes up. And we're always looking for unique stuff. We do have spaces are fairly full, but that changes week to week. You might have an opening in May or June, and it's like, okay, well, let's get you in. Yeah, that's how a lot of businesses started around town. You got Bojacks. They own half the East Bank. They started out the Bossier City Farmers Market.
Love it.
Amazing.
Well, maybe one thing we've been doing is with some vendors that have either events or a product. We've been doing a giveaway on our Facebook.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we could give away a little. Some soap.
Little soap. Soap would be phenomenal. Or you got, maybe a little, what you would curate from the market, something like that.
We mentioned some really good ones here today, like freeze-dried candy or honey, and I don't know about a barbecue sandwich. It wouldn't hold up, for a giveaway, but they have coupons, for
there you go. That's right.
I can get some stuff together for you. That's another thing. I know we're short on time, but it's not just the customers that come in, that make it the market. The vendors we have out there, they are different. They are better, I'm going to say. They help each other. When one of them gets set up, they just immediately just walk down and start helping everybody. Yeah. You just don't see that at a lot of other markets or events. Everyone, it's kind of every man for himself. Your stuff is on my line, and they're over there like, well, you can put that behind my booth, or do you need a fan? I have two, and they share with each other.
Well, it's like how to make business ownership even more difficult. Setting up and tearing down every week.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And selling it all in a half a day.
And this is it. But a lot of them, this is what supports them. This is what awesome. They pay their mortgage with, or buy their own food with, and all the horse trading goes on out there. Vendors buying and, like I said, using their products and other people's stuff, and
Well, I know your influence helps the city, one, and so thank you for that. And bringing people from out of town and just providing that space, and then on top of that, just you think of that. That's their occupation, that's their incomes. There's a lot of families and lives that are depending on you to do that, and so
it's a big small business incubator, probably one of the largest in the area. If you look at, 80 vendors every Saturday, and they go on to do other things, or like I said, get stuff in stores, or it evolve and grow, and it does help, and they pay sales tax and state tax. And it's a real business. It may look a little kind of casual, but believe me, Bossier gets their 5% or whatever it is. So they make sure of that.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for what you do.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all.
That's great.
Thank y'all for having me.
Thanks for catching up with us.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Really enjoyed it. Thank you.